G'day traders, we're going to wrap up of Wednesday the 12th of September. So just got the daily chart up here and you can see we're still trying to grind our way higher, sitting right at our highs here. So as a result, I'll bring up the 15-minute chart in a sec, the market did try to get some sort of retracement, but as a result of it pushing higher, the market's always going to slow down when they're trying to push through highs like this, and as a result you're going to get some real tight, fairly slow price actions, not till it really starts to come back that the pace will really start to quicken up. Before we look at those shorter term markets, here's the 15-minute chart. So we've got this significant trend line. It comes from back here, and it's quite obvious that the market keeps on looking at it and respecting it some sort of way. You can see, so here's today's action. In the pre-market, got a really strong rejection straight off that trend line, sort of popped down, then saw it starting to find some resistance at a bit of this lower high here. So fairly good signs as far as the market wanted to push lower. So at stages, it looked like we might get some sort of tracement and start coming down. Having a look at these lows here, it certainly influenced some trading decisions as well, which we'll get into on the 5-minute chart. But as a result, overall, we can see it's just the buyers, like they do many times in a buyer's market, managed to fight off any sort of go from the sellers and just keep on grinding their way back to the upside. But it's worth taking note that not that I specifically trade the rejections, but seeing how the market reacts to trend lines can sort of set up a bit of future direction and what might happen within the market. So, like I said, you can see here, looking at this overall 5-minute chart. Let me just expand out a bit here. So, price action very tight. It was quite a slow day. But through here was where the market moved its most, and this is where it's really started coming down. And after seeing that early rejection on the 15-minute charts, believe that this could be an area where the market could hold and go lower, certainly showing signs of that. So in saying that, this 5-minute sell here, as it basically what's happened is just to set it up. The market's opened up, it's come up higher, it's sort of hit its head on the highs in the pre-market range. If it's going to go through, it's going to go through with some not a lot of pace, not a lot of conviction. It might just grind its way up. But watching the other markets, they weren't really looking to push higher. The Russell and a few things and Nasdaq were really trying to go lower. So it sort of popped down, popped up, got some resistance, pushed down, got some real momentum through here. So this is signs that after failing at the highs and not having the other markets support it, this after pushing straight through then sort of the bottom side of the pre-market range, signs there that they could be trying to work their way down, pops back up into the range sort of. And there's a good bit of resistance here at 36. So this, as far as the 5-minute sell, I thought a good opportunity to potentially hold, go back to its lows from. But of course, what could happen is in a buyer's market, the buyers just keep on popping it up and sort of taking back control. Which in this particular case, I wouldn't say they got control, but they've certainly got it right back up and try to get back to the highs. From there, it started to turn around again. We've got a 5-minute sell, exactly the same area. So again, it's an area that potentially could go lower, but you certainly wouldn't. If you're looking at this particular opportunity and that one failed, the same opportunity comes up again. Just one to be very careful of. And again, same things happen. The market's able to pop it back up, and then from there, this particular price action through here, watching it live, very slow. You can see again we've got up to the highs, and it just hasn't had any sort of momentum to come through, and it's started to form a few reversal patterns and started to push lower again through this area here. It's only because we're looking at it on the 5-minute chart that looks sort of the price action looks a little bit better. If you look at the 1-minute chart, it looks very flat. And then in the afternoon, this is basically after finishing up for the day, so I really didn't see this, but the market's got a bit had another go at the highs and then basically finished right where it spent a lot of its day trying to push higher from. So just have a look at the 1-minute chart. So here it is. Here, this top, it sort of has a go. It really, you can see it, really sort of a rounded top there. It's just really hanging around. It's got no conviction, no power to pull through. It's popped down, popped up, popped down again, and pushed straight through. That's a little bit of a swing low. Comes back up without making higher highs, and then pushes lower again. So signs there. Price action certainly showing it wants to go lower. If it wasn't that we were in a strong buyers markets, most likely this would sort of pop back to the bottom of the range and then go lower again. But these buyers have managed to bring it back up. Here's this really slow price action all through lunchtime. for a moment there it popped up and back into that range, just really sideways. Then it's managed to get back down, sort of come back and have another look at those previous lows before finishing the day and heading back to basically the range where it stuck all day. So overall, I think very minimal opportunities. Two things that I think was a little bit predictable and maybe had the best probability on its side, and that was so this area here as it broke down, sort of breaking through this bit of a pivot here. There was certainly reversal signs and looking like it was really wanting to go, whether you look at it here or more so as it's breaking the pre-market range down here. So that little bit of a selling opportunity there, and then this particular 5-minute sell here as well, which obviously this one didn't work, it just popped up and gone higher. So that's a wrap up for Wednesday. We'll be back Thursday.